Hey everybody. Alright. I have to get that much EXP. 70,703, which is as a percentage 79% of the go. So I have to get 79% of the way to my next level so I can hit 45 and then I can go do some questing and stuff like that. I want to see while I'm auto walking over here. Killing in the name of. Did I actually. Okay, I didn't turn in my apes task and I didn't pick up terramites yet. Okay. Good to know. So we're gonna go do terramites, I guess, again. Hi, what is it, east? I don't feel like walking. And 7 gold is cheap enough. So yeah, we're gonna do the terramite task because although I totally should have purchased spears first. That was a whoops on my part. Alright, yeah. Crocs I can't do. Badgers and mammoths I do simultaneously. Tarantulas I did. Carnifillas I did. Stone golems I currently have, and I'm running with gargoyles. Mammoths I do simultaneously with badgers. Gnarlhounds suck, and I don't have access to them in the first place. Terramites I can do. Apes I just did. Thornback tortoises are an option, but I don't have access to them. Let's pick up the terramites again. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna pick up terramites again. Oh boy. Alright. Hello, sir. Take me back to the center. I also... So how much was that 1,000 EXP he actually gave me? 78%. Alright, so we've got a bunch of useless junk on me, actually. And I'm going to take that because I'm cheap. Let's see, did anything come in the mail? Well, I got my Boots of Haste, that's cool. On that note then, we'll put that in there. God, that is just minorly annoying still. Alright, just throw all that stuff in there. Perfect. Alright, yep. We'll go pick up some spears and we'll head off to... I guess I'll just do the ones that are in Port Hope for now. Because they're closer. Royal. I'm forgetting how, like, alphabetical order works at the moment. You'll have to excuse me. I may or may not be an idiot. Alright, there we go. 25 of them should be sufficient. Spears, I mean. I gotta sell those Zowan boots when I get back. I forgot all about that. East, yes. High. Mountain pass, yes. At least I can get food here. I don't have to rely on my whatchamacallit. Going to be stupid and go, yeah, I guess while I'm here, I might as well go. I'm gonna get the like Tusk quest, and I'm also going to check and see which of the various creatures are at the poacher's camp. Because I was just thinking about that. Sylvius needs the, like, what are they called? The gloves that hunters drop, snipers gauntlets, I think, or something like that. Snipers gloves. I need those on Sylvius, and I was just thinking about that place. And since I'm in the general vicinity, I might as well go look into it. I have to stop. While I'm accruing a entourage of crap here, I need to stop pulling them into more things. Like, let's get rid of some of these before I advance further. There we go. I don't know what tusks run on this server. They're pretty expensive on Olympa. I don't know about Amara, though. I'll probably hold on to them because like money's not really tight at the moment. I kind of have like nothing I need to be spending gold on for the foreseeable future. Already broke a spear though. That's annoying. Do. Do. Well, yeah, so I mean, like, money's not really an issue at the moment, so I'll hold on to the tusks for when I need them for a quest. Rather than, you know, sell them for a small amount of money now and then spend way longer grinding in the future for more, or spending more to purchase them. I might as well just handle it this way. Really. I always felt that spit nettles were a little bit too powerful for their, like, relative level. I mean, sure, they're stationary, but they have a really potent, like, ranged attack, have a decent amount of HP, and give, like, effectively 0 EXP. I always thought they were a little bit, like, unbalanced. I mean, again, yeah, like, they're stationary. I'm trying to think of what else is stationary that you run into in Tibia. I am in the right area, right? I'm trying to think, there's, like, from the like, Pharaoh quests, there's the, like, the magic throwers and the plague throwers. But those are not very often, like, shown up in the game. And are more or less, like, I mean, because they're also unkillable. They don't really count. I think the only stationary enemies are spit nettles, are they not? Alright, I was positive that this camp was here. Yeah, okay, I am in the area. You can't really tell it well, but if you look at my map, like, there's a little bit of the wall there. And then as I get closer to it, it's, like, overwritten because it's not currently here. So whatever that event or mini world change thing is currently not active. So we're just gonna go pick up the things, and then I'm gonna go say hi to the Hydra because I like to make poor decisions. But other than that, we'll just kind of go. The Hydra is cool because it's like a really, like, legitimately threatening monster, and it's just there on the surface. It's like the old, like, giant spiders that people would, like, lure to the dwarf bridge. You get dragon. I forgot about the hunters actually. You get, like, dragons in Thace, Mino guards, Mino mages. Well, not mages. Mino guards, Mino archers. Sykes, you get a lot of Cyclopses in Thace. Back when luring was a thing. Well, I mean, back when, like, stupid luring was a thing. Luring is still a thing. There should be, yeah, I was gonna say, there should be another hunter. Awesome. Popped him. I was kind of hoping I would get lucky and loot a bow, and then I could use some of these arrows I found on the floor, but it's not to be. But yeah, so anyway, this Hydra that's up here, you would always find them lured to the staircase. It's a ham. Oh, there it is. I'm not going to heal myself before I actually get the Hydra on me, well, because that's dangerous, but I don't want to waste my my mana in case I need to cure Paralyze. This Hydra, like, see, this Hydra's, like, dangerous even on Sylvius, not because of the Hydra itself, but because, like, you inevitably get, like, a wall of crap monsters on you, like I'm currently dealing with, that block you, and then you end up just, like, eating the waves. Or in my case, you know, just Divine Calderaing through them, but still, same difference. So where's he at? He should be a little bit to the left. I kept, like, seeing his waves. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, now let's make, like, really poor decisions and try to fight him. Oh yeah, hurt the Hydra. I'm pretty confident I'm not actually capable of killing the Hydra on on Leaf, but it would be kind of cool if I could. I'm gonna think of it, like, I mean, I theoretically could try. I'm almost positive, though, I can't damage the Hydra enough for that to ever be, like, a real thing. Alright, let's be stupid. Alright, we're gonna be stupid. We're gonna be stupid. I'm just because I'm doing this, I might, yeah, alright, that's cool. This is like a really bad idea. Wow, the Spit Nettle heals? You know what, no, I did know that. Spit Nettles do heal. Can I kill it? I'm gonna have to cross its wave path at some point. Nope. This is bad. I'm actually killing it. This is kind of cool. I mean, like, this is a really horrible idea. Let's drink a potion, just in case. Oh. It's in yellow. This is kind of cool. I'm kind of happy with myself right now. Ah, crap. Whew. Oh, I forgot they run. You suck. You stupid sack of crap. Oh. Yeah, this is like a horrible idea, by the way. This is like definitely not something I should have ever done. Out of the wave! Out of the wave! Oh god, I'm dead. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, I definitely just screwed up horrifically there. No, don't take diagonal steps like that. Come on, I almost got him. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. I killed a Hydra. I killed a Hydra and I got nothing out of it. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, I had fun. I had fun. I took a screenshot of that, by the way. Whew! So, like, when you do things like that in Tibia, by the way, like, alright, so actually, mine are two things. First is going to be a complaint. Well, no, let's go with the good stuff. So, yeah, the good stuff about that is, like, that your heart's beating fast moment where you're like, oh my god, like, it's, you know. Like, usually Tibia is, like, a grind fest chore, almost, where I'm like, oh man, gotta kill the same monster for the next 6 hours. Oh yeah. But occasionally, like, you do things like that, and it's like, you know, your heart's beating, you're like, oh my god, this is what it's all about. And, like, that's the fun part about Tibia. Like, I don't do it as much anymore, because, you know, like, I've explored most of Tibia, and the parts that I haven't explored are so far out of what I can handle, without it being, like, just a gargantuan waste that, like, I don't even want to go do that yet, but, like, back when I first started to play Tibia, there was all those, you know, like, those were the cool moments where you were like, I don't know what's gonna be ahead of me, you know, you're like, you're tense, you're nervous, your heart's beating fast, your like eyes are fully focused on the screen, you're not blinking. It's like Tibia, I think, more than any other game kind of like captures the feel of actually doing something dangerous, because the death penalty in Tibia is so like gargantuan, and because you can die so easily. Like, I don't know, like, DDO I do videos of, and you can see one over there. In DDO, like, yeah, sure, I can die pretty quickly, like, if I get in over my head. And, like, there's instant death effects that can just kind of hit me, but, like, at a certain level, especially the level where you'd start running into instant death effects for starters, you already at that point have access to like raise dead and things like that just in the quest. And then even if you can't, like, the worst thing that happens is you die. You have to, your effort in that quest, your progress in that quest is lost. Maybe you were in that quest for like 25 minutes or something like that, and you died at the boss. Like, okay, so 25 minutes of your life is wasted, and then you have to spend like a very insignificant amount of money repairing your equipment. Like, there's no real consequence for dying. Like, that's kind of how it is for like a lot of games. Even when the game has like a concept of game over, it's still just like reload my game. I guess like FTL, which I also did Let's Plays for a while, is kind of has that going for it too, but it's not really the same thing. Like, FTL was also just like it's game over. This game's annoying kind of mode. Especially since, like, usually you're dying in the FTL because you're like trying to conserve money, because you know that you need to like buy new equipment, and if you keep wasting money on repairs and stuff like that, you're not going to have it. And then you need to keep taking, like, hitting every single hostile thing that you can because you need to be making that money. So, like, FTL is less of a, like, I'm in over my head or I'm fighting a powerful monster and I lost. Like Tibia does, like, let's see what's down in this cave. Oh, crap, it's filled with giant spiders. Kind of moment. It's less like that and more like, this game is a constant series of dice rolls, and I just rolled, like, too many 3s in a row, and it's, it's over. But anyway, so yeah, like, Tibia just, though, really has that going for it. That just moment where you're like, oh, man. Oh, man. It's intense. Oh, did I use all of my mana pots? I did. Wow. Well, I got the health pots if things really go poorly. But yeah, it's funny to me that it's like that. I don't know. Just like, whoa. Yeah, and I missed that in Tibia too. Like, that was the fun times in Tibia. I don't know. I just, that's what I enjoyed about Tibia back when I was exploring. Like, especially like I played in Face. Like, Face was my starting city. I never really went up into Carlin much, and Venor was just way too confusing, and I didn't like that. But like, Face has the Troll Cave. And even like the Troll Cave for like relatively low levels. Like, you start out, you go in, and the path branches in 2 different directions. One leads to the trolls, and then the other one like leads to the orc area where you'll run into some orcs, but then you'll run into some orc warriors, which might be like, like, I don't know. When I started to play, everybody was significantly weaker than they currently are. Everything was significantly more expensive. Plate armor was, something that characters, like, had to go get. You had to go be, like, I'm going to save up money for my plate armor kind of situation. So, yeah, it was, that's how it was back then. I feel I'm all aged, but it's whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So you'd do that, and you'd go like, oh, I gotta get my plate armor, and so orc warriors could actually be like not a like, oh crap, I'm going to die threat, but like ooh, these guys are hurting me kind of thing. And this was also back when like knights and everybody used runes for healing, ultimate healing runes, and there were druid bot farms just eating food and making runes hours upon hours a day. But anyway, what did okay, I want to see if somebody messaged me. I don't think anybody messages me on Leaf ever, because I make like 0 interaction with other players, but still good to check. But yeah, it was back then where, I'd explore that troll cave, and so on the orc side there was the warriors and the spearmen, but there was also, if you went down, you'd find I think there was wasps, but you'd also run into the scorpions, and you could easily be like half HP or something on a night, and get hit by a scorpion, and then just die before you can, regen enough mana to be able to cast Xanapox back then. So it was fun back then, though. And oh man, and then on top of that too, actually, before I continue, there was also that hole in the troll side that dropped you down into the room full of all the poison and the slimes. And that would kill people all the time too. But I mean, yeah, I guess that's my. And then yeah, you had the ancient temple too, which is another good spot to hunt, which has orc berserkers, minos of all forms in it. It actually has the entrance to Mintwall too, but and dragons, and they were called beholders back then, but bone lords now. So you'd be like, oh, what's down here? And you'd go down a staircase and there'd just be dragons there and you just die. You'd be like, boom, dead. Not that that's a good thing, but still, it was fun like that sometimes. It really had that oh man. And then as I got higher level, and it never really went away back then because you were still so weak, and strength in Tibia back then was really an issue of your money, not your actual skills or character level or anything like that. It was just I mean, do you have 4,000 ultimate healing runes on you? No? Okay, then you're weak. Then you'll die. Wow, okay, that's annoying. But I just couldn't kill that one. And I'm not having a lot of luck killing this one either. See, they're not really... The terramites aren't really a threat to me, but they're also hitting me hard enough that I don't want to just let them keep hitting me in the face kind of situation. Incidentally, I got my Boots of Haste, but I did not get a Mastermind Shield, which I know I put an offer in, and I forgot to check that, so I gotta check that when I get back. And also, I think I put it in an offer for a composite hornbow too, and I'm not seeing that. Usually somebody, I guess it looks like somebody broke them. I was gonna say, usually there's boxes here and stuff like that. This is why this one's not as great for my vocation. The Durashia terramites were vastly superior. You suck. I really shouldn't just keep letting them hit me casually. I feel like I got paralyzed, by the way. All of a sudden I feel like I'm really, really slow. I don't know why. I mean, I was just playing on Sylvius, but I still feel just suddenly I'm shockingly slow for some reason. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, so that was me, reminiscing about the good times of Tibia. The thing I do want to complain about, though, in Tibia is, and I probably have done this before, but I really wish Tibia, rewarded you going above and beyond and fighting something hard. That was a really exciting fight with that Hydra, and I think if, Tibia rewarded that, and Tibia was form groups of friends and hunt monsters that are stronger than what you should normally fight. Or, put all of your skills to the test and fight something crazy and get rewarded for it. If that's what Tibia was all about, I think that would be cool. Instead, Tibia is all about, grinding the same monster over and over again. Find something that you can hunt, mindlessly, that isn't a real threat to you, and then just kill that over and over and over and over again. Is how Tibia works, and I feel like that's a shame that that's their design decision, because it is what they go towards. I mean, you can see they've added these tasking monsters in the first place. These weren't always here. I don't know when task monsters were introduced in the first place, but I mean, at some point they were oh man, our players are I've been spending the past 3 days hunting apes over and over again. Well, maybe instead of trying to give them alternatives, or instead of trying to make the game more interesting, let's just add an additional reward for doing that, and then make it more likely for the characters to do that. If your job is I don't know, putting this This reminds me of a video game I played. Putting the caps on pens over and over again, you know? Like, just you have a giant conveyor belt. Anybody play a game for the PSP called Work Time Fun? You know what I'm talking about. Old game. I want to say it came out in like 2006 or 2007 or something. It's called Work Time Fun. WTF. Yeah, there was a mini game in it, though, where you just had a whole bunch of pens that would come across in front of you, like on a conveyor belt, basically. And you had to push a button to put a pen cap down on top of them. But you had to make sure the pen was facing the right way, so that you were putting the pen cap on the right side. And if it wasn't, you had to just spin the pen. So I mean, that was like the entire game, just looking at a pen and seeing if it was facing up or down, and then spinning it correctly, and then putting a cap down on it. That was the entirety of the game. It was an interesting game. And it paid you like 1 cent in the game or something like that per pen. And the thing, that wasn't fun. And making it so that 1 cent per pen, but every 50 pens is like an extra 20 cents or something like that, also still doesn't make that fun. And that's kind of how Tibia went with the tasking monsters. Oh man, hunting weaker monsters than you for hours upon hours isn't fun. Well, maybe if we give them a bonus at some point. I don't know. But yeah, I wish that the game promoted and, gave you an incentive to be alright, I'm going to go hunt this Hydra. Because, that was really fun to me. I was excited. Afterwards, I was like, yeah! I killed a Hydra! Woo! I had a fun time doing that. It was exciting. Afterwards, I felt I was fulfilled, and I was like, yeah, I just did that. Go me. I killed a Hydra at level 44 with with royal spears and with 9 mana potions. That's what I went in to engage the Hydra with. But instead of rewarding me, I got the absolute best of that Hydra dropping nothing. But in reality, I mean, I've hunted a bunch of Hydras on Sylvius, and it's not like Medusa shields or anything else that they drop come around all the time. What I probably would have gotten from that Hydra, if that wasn't the absolute worst that it could have been, I probably would have got 300 gold or something like that. 200 gold and a cucumber or a life crystal. I mean, so it was just gonna be disappointing all around. I wish they did something give the monsters a level, and then if you're 10 levels below the monster's level or something like that, it gives extra EXP, and it has an extra chance of giving loot. I mean, I feel like that would be fun. And that would make certain things, profitable, too. Because, I feel I mean, obviously it would have to be, balanced, and you'd have to do some, playtesting on it. I might actually go to the suggestion forum and suggest this, but proposal, that's the word I was looking for, the proposal forum. Because, my first thought when I said that was, well, it would be unbalanced, but, I mean, low-level characters can't actually effectively hunt, giant spiders. A giant spider would probably kill me, because I wouldn't be able to run away from it. I guess I could use firewalls. I don't know. Or can I use firewalls? Am I a high enough level to be able to cast or use that rune? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure Sudden Death is the highest level spell rune, and it's 45, I think. I'd have to double check. But yeah, I mean, so, I mean, I guess I could fight giant spiders, but, it would still be really risky. And I feel increasing risk for increasing profit is, perfectly fair. I mean, that's, basically how, gambling works, for starters. But, yeah, I feel that's also how, life works, if you're okay with... If you don't want any risk, but you're okay with very limited returns, put your money in a savings account. You'll make 5.5% interest or something like that. Your $100 will become $101 after 3 years or something like that. If you're want more profit, but you're actually willing to risk it more, like put your money in the stocks or bonds or something, or get into a mutual fund. That's actually stocks, but it doesn't matter. Like invest in some way though. Then you increase your risk of losing said money, but your returns are better. I feel like if everybody was hunting more like crazily dangerous monsters, everybody would be having fun, and their like actual gain might not even be all that much because they'd probably be dying more. Like I could have easily have died on that Hydra, and at like one point I totally thought I was going to be dead. I was completely convinced I was dead. It was the grace of the Hydra that it didn't keep hitting me with its wave while I was like standing in front of it and paralyzed and at low HP. But yeah, I mean, like that's my point is like if I had kept hunting those Hydras and they were giving me like extra loot and extra EXP or something like that, so that it was worth it, I'd die eventually. And it's not like the death would like make a net gain of 0 and make it so that like I never hunted the Hydras. But in the time that I was like, if I just, I don't know, farmed that Hydra, for instance, I mean that's like terrible. If there was like a magical way for me to make that Hydra respawn immediately, so I didn't have to wait for it. Like if I just kept hunting that Hydra, I'd die a couple of times, but I'd still end up like ahead. I'd end up just as ahead as if I had stayed in this cave and ground these terramites for however long. Except, like, I'm not really having fun right now, and I'm barely paying attention to what I'm doing. Whereas, if I was, like, hunting the Hydra over and over again, I would be having fun, and I'd be excited, and I'd be like, yes! Yes! My other concern would be that, like, people would game the system, but I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you could get a knight to stand in front of the Hydra while, like, a paladin, like, shoots the Hydra or something like that, but I mean, that's, I guess, a good way to power level a low character, but you can already power level a low character if money isn't really a concern, and if you've got somebody helping you. So I don't feel like that would really, like, alter the scope of things that much. And, I mean, like, if your level 20 archer is going to be shooting down, like, Hydras or something like that, the knight is going to be wasting, like, massively. So, I mean, like, net gain between both people is probably going to still be, like, is going to be pretty bad, even if you get, like, increased loot drop chances or something like that by killing a monster higher level than you. I don't know, I just wish it was, like, I just wish Tibia, like, rewarded you doing that, and it definitely doesn't. Like, I mean, a lot of games also kind of don't, in the, like, overt sense, but I don't know, like, take Skyrim, Elder Scrolls game. I still play that. It's kind of like my definitive like go-to when I'm talking about RPGs a lot of times. I use it as like a baseline to explain like concepts or think about concepts and stuff like that. And it does its job really well. But anyway. I mean, like, yeah, okay, so like Skyrim doesn't really let you go because the monsters are like their levels based off of yours. It's scaled. But, like, to a certain extent, it does. And, if you could go and, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Skyrim's a bad example, actually, in this situation. But if you look back in Morrowind, which was Elder Scrolls 3, where Skyrim is Elder Scrolls 5, if you look back in Morrowind, specifically, there was, I wonder if anybody's played Morrowind, and if anybody's going to know what I'm talking about. In Morrowind, there was a Mages Guild, and the Mages Guild had 5 branch offices: Sadrith Mora, Caldera, Balmora, Vivec, Aldaroon. Was that all of them? I think that was all 5. Vivec was the central one, and like their head, and then there was Balmora, which was the seat of Hilalu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, okay, I think that was all of them. Caldera was the odd one. Caldera? Something like that. I want to say Caldera, but I know that's actually a word, and I'm thinking that's probably not the name of the city. There was a city called something with a C. Anyway, the important part was the Mages Guild had like teleporters, so you could teleport from one mage's guild to the others. And Caldera, which is just what I'm going to refer to this place as. I honestly don't know what it's called. Or maybe, hold on. Once I get up to the top area, I'll go check. It's because it's going to drive me nuts. It's going to drive me nuts until I figure out what it is. Anyway, though, there was an NPC called Creeper in it. And all of the, like, markets, you had to, like, haggle the prices with the NPCs. So if an item was worth, like, 1,000 gold, and then you tried to sell it, maybe you would get, like, 600, maybe you'd get 500, maybe you'd get, like, 900 or something like that. And then the NPCs also had, like, maximum amounts of gold, where they could, like, they only had, 2,000 gold today or something like that. So if you were selling to them, you could only sell up to 2,000 gold worth of stuff, and then after that, fresh out of luck. Anyway, Creeper was an NPC who gave you full price for your items and also had a, like, shockingly huge amount of gold, which was 5k at the time. So Creeper is where you would usually go to sell your stuff, especially since he was easily accessible. Also, since the building Creeper was in, also had a whole bunch of orcs that could be killed, and also had a whole bunch of, like, expensive stuff just sitting inside of it. So, like, a lot of times people who would start their character would, there would be a bunch of things you could do before you got to that city. Like, incredibly easy, simple things that would give you a large amount of money, is what I'm saying. But anyway, like, a lot of people would go to that, that house with Creeper in it, kill or, like, take all the stuff from the orcs, and then, just immediately resell it to Creeper. And then that's how you get your money. I'm going to, like, actually alt-tab out real quick and check this out. Morrowind Caldera. Yeah, it was Caldera. Is that how that actual word is spelled then? Caldera? Okay, yeah, alright, interesting. Interesting. It is spelled the same way as the word Caldera. So, I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, like, long story short is, Morrowind had a, like, very limited, system where the power of the enemies were based off of yours. It was, like, I'm saying, like, very, very limited. I want to check before I continue. Killing in the name of 76. I'm going to go to 100 and then probably end this video. Also, because I'm running out of spears. So yeah, the way it would work is you'd go into a cave or something, and it would spawn monsters of a certain type. So it would say, for example, spawn undead. And then based off of your level, it would determine, like, what type of undead it wants to spawn in that cave. So NPCs, when they first spawned too, so, like, the first time you went into a, like, town or something like that, it would spawn all the NPCs, and their level would be kind of based off of yours. But for the most part, their armor and equipment would be always the same. So there was people that, would be like, this guy's always holding a ebony longsword or something like that. So I can always go to this dude and fight him, and if I'm capable of killing him, I will get an ebony longsword, which I can sell for a boatload of money, kind of situation. But anyway, there was a cave by Caldera which had Daedra in it, which are, like, for anybody who hasn't played one of the Elder Scrolls games, they're basically like the demons of the Elder Scrolls. And the humanoid Daedra that would spawn, which would be like Dremora, I think they were called. Yeah, Dremora. There was also another one called Golden Saints, and I'm sure there was another one. Anyway, the Dremora and any of the other humanoid formed ones would hold weapons instead of just, like, attacking with their claws and stuff like that. So at, like, the lowest level, they had dwarven weapons, which, like, definitely wasn't worth a lot. But as you started, like, tacking on some levels, they would start carrying, like, glass weapons and ebony weapons, and then eventually Daedric weapons. So if you wanted to make, like, a whole bunch of money, You could go there after getting like a couple of levels and then frantically try to kill like one or two of them and get yourself a Daedric weapon. And then you could sell that and make a whole bunch of money, because in Morrowind you could pay trainers to level you up also, and with no like upper limit effectively. There was when I say no upper limit, I mean no limit to the number of times you can train. So with enough money you could get yourself to like level 70 or something like that, just without fighting, assuming you had enough money. So yeah, you could just go into that cave. But anyway, my point is that, like, in that situation, Morrowind rewarded you for going, like, above and beyond what you should be doing. Instead of fighting, like, rats and, you know, base monsters and stuff like that. They were like, yo, I mean, if you really want to, go fight some demons, get ultra expensive weapons, and then become rich, and then buy a whole bunch of awesome training and, you know, other stuff. So yeah, like, Morrowind had a system set up to kind of reward you for that, whereas, I don't know, Tibia doesn't, and it makes me sad. Because I wish Tibia did. I wish I had any incentive to be like, alright, I'm gonna go hunt Dragon Lords at this level. I'm gonna keep killing that Hydra. I'm gonna go try to fight a giant spider. Instead, whenever I decide to do something like that, I'm like, alright, I'm about to take a huge risk, potentially waste, like, heavily, and then get nothing. Which is what happened. I mean, what? I used 9 mana pots. I honestly don't know how much those mana pots cost. I want to say they're like 50 gold, but I'm really not sure. But yeah, I mean, let's just say 50. So I used 450 gold and then got 0 back. I guess if you look at the like actual EXP gain, that was alright. But you again have to consider the huge risk of me just dying. Ugh, man, I killed him faster than I was planning on. I've got a drink here. I'm thirsty. My throat's getting a little scraggly. I was hoping I could, like, attack him while I was drinking. And now I don't want 2 of them on me. There we go. Alright, here we go. Drinking. I got a Wawa half-gallon of orange drink. For anybody who doesn't know, Wawa is like a 7-Eleven basically, but also usually sells gasoline. I do not work at Wawa, by the way, just so you guys know. I'm pretty sure though they're limited to in my like general northeastern vicinity of the United States. I don't think they're like all over the place. I should probably head back now. Exani Terra. Yeah, we'll head back. Because I'm down to 4 spears. How many did I end up killing? Killing in the name of 94? Okay, I got close to 100. That's good enough. What was pretty solid? Ooh, is that a terramite raid? That is totally a terramite raid. Awesome! Because these guys do not show up on the service unless it's a raid. Awesome. When did this happen? When was there a raid? Awesome. So awesome. Alright. Yes. This is like a legitimate terramite raid. I don't know how long these guys have been hanging out here for, but this is kind of awesome. Maybe I'll get really lucky. I'll get one of the tokens. Token. I'm trying to use mana to attack them also, because I don't know how many. I don't want to like overtax my limited spear capacity. Well, I mean, yeah, this is kind of awesome though. Ah, down to 1 spear. All right. Look, there's more of them. This is kind of cool. This was a good end to the video. An actual raid token would be absurd, though. I know Sylvius looted a raid token before. I forget where, and I know Dao Dao also looted a raid token. And the one I got on Dao Dao was like absolutely amazing because Dao Dao desperately needed money at the time. Dao Dao also got really lucky early on. She looted a sweet-smelling bait from Deathbind, which like really, really helped her with her finances early on too. Down to 2 spears. I mean, it's not like I can't outrun these guys, so I'm just gonna keep going until I like legit run out of spears, but it's gonna annoy me if I run out of spears and there's still like some of them alive, because I'm gonna just assume that that living one is the one that would have dropped a token. Two spears! I do have to stop letting them hit me though, because I'm using my mana to attack, and relying on my mana to heal is also going to be annoying. I just drink a pot. Still got 2 of them. Boom. Did I pick up that gold? I really can't tell. Okay, I did pick up that gold. Wait. Okay. Oh. I didn't scroll all the way down. I wasn't scrolled all the way down, and then when it popped up, the one I had killed, it had said, like, shell. Terramite shell. So I was looking for the terramite shell, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, did I already pick that up? I'm confused. And then I realized I was, you know, like, up here. Alright. Legs. Get away! Get away! Oh, 1 spear left. 1 spear left, oh no! That is... yeah, I was gonna say that's not the spot down. There are more of them, though. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to, like, come back after getting some spears. This sucks. No, the hyenas are gonna just get in my way, and I don't want to, like, waste my time killing them. Or more importantly, my spears. I don't want to waste my spears killing them. They're also gonna break my shielding, too, which is actually more of an issue, I think. Also, the nomads, unlike the hyenas, are actually capable of, like, harming me. I wonder how long this raid has been here. It has to have been since, I mean, before I, like, started making this video. This is kind of awesome, though. I'm super excited. 20 gold coins. I wonder if the terramite will push the hyena out of the way. It appears to. Ah, I'm out of spears. Alright, time to go back. I'm gonna kill this one, though. Well, I wish I had, like, a melee weapon or anything at this point. I don't want to poof him. Yeah, so we're going to come back real quick to finish them up, because the off chance I get a raid token. Also, I mean, it is a raid of a monster that I'm tasking, so there's no reason for me to not just grab some spears and then come back right away. Although it is unfortunate for purposes of my video length. So yeah, so far though, this video has been pretty awesome. Since to start, I started off with I did a mini quest, killed a Hydra, tasked, and then ran into a random raid. It would have been like horrific if it was like an ancient scarab raid, and I just came out and was surrounded by ancient scarabs, also without a shovel. Because I don't have a shovel on me. Yeah, that would have been bad. Boop, 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 boop. Give me some rural spears, friend. I probably shouldn't have taken that many. Yeah, I probably should have just picked up like 10 so that I'd have some cap. Well, throw those on the floor. And eat the ham. Now I have a little bit more cap. Okay. Let's go kill him. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm not sure what their full like radius is of where they spawn during this this raid. Obviously further to the north, because I'm way too far south right now. Seems to be though they spawn as far back as that little tip of the one pyramid that's buried in the sands. But I don't know how whoops, I went to go down, not up. I don't know how far south they actually spawn. Or north, for that matter. Are there any over here? It's not looking like it at the moment. It's possible that, because this raid does come in waves, it's possible that somebody, you know, wiped out a whole bunch of them. You know, like they started with the right side and then moved towards the left. And then by the time they were finished, the ones in the back that they had already cleared had like came in as of the second wave, and they just never went back to kill them all. Man, am I going back here exactly for like one? Really? Really? That's a tad bit disappointing. Well, yeah, that's a tad bit disappointing. Let's kill one of these hyenas. There we go. So I came back here for exactly no reason. That's cool. That's cool. What's up here? What is this? That's the Blue Jin place. Alright, so we're just gonna head back to Ankh. Actually, considering where I'm at, I'm just gonna head to Darasha. It is not exactly the same distance, but it's about the same distance, and, you know, whatever. It's whatever. Also, I'm going to be stupid and try to kill a dragon while I'm at it. Yeah, because trying to kill a dragon while I have no mana pots is probably a great approach, but yeah, let's do it. Let's be stupid. Hey, I killed a Hydra. It can't be that hard to kill a dragon. Okay, I mean, but 2 dragons might be a really horrible idea. Nope. Oh yeah, killed a dragon. Killed a dragon without him even shooting at me. Alright, let's go get the other one. Yo, this video is awesome so far. It's gonna be hilarious when like I eat a full fire wave combo. Fire wave, fireball combo, and then just die. Alright, that was actually not as damaging as I thought it was gonna be. Bam. Oh, look at that. Dragon shield. Dragon shield. Oh, I didn't print screen it in time. Alright, well, I'm happy. This has been an amazing video. Leaf video 43 is going to go down in history as one of my better videos. This is pretty awesome. Yep. Yeah, so alright, that's awesome. I'm just, oh man, I'm all smiling right now. I'm like, yeah. Dragon shield. Yeah. Oh god. It's funny if I got like PK'd now. It's a pelvis bone. It's a really weird thing that they chose to like represent the creature product from skeletons. I mean, like every other bone that they could have put into it. I don't know. It's just a weird, weird option for the bone. Pelvis bone. Like I guess they didn't want to go with like. I mean, I would say like the other bones that you would normally think of when you think of like specifically a bone would be skull, but they already have a skull like item in the game. It's not a creature product, but it's an item. Like the rib cage, I would think, is probably like a pretty well-known bone. But yeah, I mean that also falls into the category of like sternum, the arm bones, but you know, tibia. Same with like the leg bone, femur. I guess they didn't want it to be an, you know, the femur hills bone or the tibia world bone, the Mount Sternum bone. Still though, I feel like they could just call it like a cracked bone, a dirty bone, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I guess dirty bone is equally bad. Never mind. Let's not go with the dirty bone. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here because I'm like, you know, it's on a good note and everything. So anyway, people, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Free money for me. This day's getting even better. Check me out on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook. I will see you folks. Do you want to go with magic level? You know what? Before I go, I forgot to do my my loot pick. Whatever. I'm just not gonna do it because there was too much weird stuff going on. Anyway, people, I will see you folks later. Bam. And bam.